Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sarita, and in this video I will talking about Nudc 2020 exhibition route. Okay, let's begin. In this video, this motion is this house would require prospective parents to obtain a license as a condition to have children. This motion is very interesting because it's so close to us and it's often talk in our society. Like a few days ago, I even heard this in the internet and talk about this and argue about this in the comments. And there's a lot of different perspective, a lot of different thought about this motion. So yeah, as expected, we will hear a lot of different perspective and different thought from the the debaters, the speakers, because everyone will grow up in different background and they will have a different thought about this motion. So this competition is using British parliamentary debate system. There consists of 4 teams. There consists of opening government team, opening opposition team, closing government team, and closing opposition team. Let's start with the opening government team. First speaker. The first speaker, she said that she set up the account, set up the boundary, and she talking about she agree that parents, soon to be parents, need a license to become a parent. No. She agreed because of herself is growing up in an abusive household, and she believes that being a parent is a privilege you need to get. Because she talks about her background, of course her argument is valid. Then move to the opposition opening team. She talks about parents will grow after she doesn't agree with the motion that she says that growing a baby is not instinct. That means she believes that people will grow love and will learn to love and raise the child after the child is born. And she also say that after we talk about the license, we need to talk about the better laws, the better welfare. Okay. After that, we move to the second speaker of the opening government. When he says and said a brutal about the opposition thing. Like he says that lesson is not completely stop the abuse for the child, but lessons will surely make it preventing, make it more or less risk when you have a child, because lessons will minimize irreversible damage that the child will experience. He take example like when we have a driver license, car driver license. It doesn't mean we will never have an accident, but it will minimize that we will have an accident. And because of we need to have the license, it means that we will have more responsibility to keep it. And he also says that, and he also said that if we have the law to prevent alcoholism, prevent accident car, prevent criminals, why we don't have laws to prevent for child abuse? And next we go to the opposition opening team's second speaker. Uh, she said that the government already have a good law to provide. They have a lot law that can provide for education, health, and it makes that have a license doesn't need to often anymore. And and then we go to closing government of closing government first speaker. She said it was a rebuttal to the first speaker of the opposition team when the first speaker of opposition team says that a child is a happiness for their parents, and the first speaker of the government team housing team says that child is not a thing that can make you happy. Child is not a thing. And she also said that underprivileged parent is not capable, not can have a child because they can provide their children with the minimum needs, like they can provide the children about the opportunity, about the meals, about everything about anything that the baby needs. And also she also said that about the slums area, when this society also already have a lot of slums area. And she also said that overpopulation, so why we don't, so she said why we don't stop it with the underprivileged. Then after that we go to the government, we go to the opposition of closing team first speaker. She said that welfare, before we talk about the lessons, we need to talk about the welfare that the government needs to acquire first. The government needs to make a welfare that better for society, like better access to education, better access to healthcare, better access to law, and everything. And also, she also says it about the human body, about the woman body, that it kind of traumatic for them. And after that, she also said a rebuttal for the second speaker of the government opening team. She said that before we talk about the law, before we set a law about for the baby that unborn that doesn't have any conscience yet, why we doesn't make a law to the citizens that already enjoy their life, that already living their life, that have already have the conscience. Not a baby, not doesn't exist yet. And she also say that all the child is different, so all the child need a different parenting style, and white and western parenting style, it doesn't always fit in every household. And after that we go to the second speaker of the opposing government team, when he said that rebuttal is basically a rebuttal for the opening opposition team, when he says that having a child is a fully conscious choice that the parents have, that the parents do. So it kinda their so it was their responsibility to have the child to raise the child to have to become a good person, to have a good opportunity, not falling in love with someone is the idea of having a child. So if you say that having a child first, then you will slowly growing your love to them is kind of wrong, because it was your choice, it was your fully conscious decision to have a child. And after that, we go to the last speaker of this debate. That is the last speaker of the opposition closing team. He says this is a very different perspective. When a lot of the debaters says about the laws, about the welfare, about the abuse, about the child, about the opportunity for the child, he says that he says that no license is actually make parenting better. So license is not the penjamin that make the parenting will be better, parenting will be good, and the child will be a good person or being a successful child, successful person in the future. Then he says that dual communication from the parents and the child is the key to make the good parenting. And he also said that a small community, like for the underprivileged society, is a brotherhood, and it was bad to force a person to stop half a generation. It was really bad, because it will does for them. And he also say that having a child have a diverse way to raise a child. So every child need a different ways and a lot of ways to raise a child, whether the child is what in condition, not in always one. That is for the number one. And I think what do you think about the overall composition? How are the argument and rebuttal? I think they argue that state argument that really strong and really good, and the rebuttal is also good. They explain their reason why, and they also argument and rebuttal that was really bad and good. And for the second question, which team do you like? I personally a little bit hard to decide this, because all of them is good, and I always change my mind after I hear the new speakers, the new team. But after I watch all the competition and read my notes, I decided that I like last the last team, that is the opposition closing team. And number 3, which speakers do you like? I like, yeah, this is also hard cause I also always choose one mind after I hear the speakers. First of all, I like the second speaker of the government opening team, because he he says a rebuttal and in a form of even if, but it doesn't good like that. So it was uh, good. And after that, after hear the first speaker of the opening team, I also think he was the best, cause he she really know what he want to talk. She really fluent in what she want to talk, and it was impressive. But after I hear the second speaker of the opposition team, I really think again what I decide, because of he really bring a new perspective in this competition. So yeah, I like the second speaker of the opposition closing team. And after that, number 4, which team should win? For me, uh, before I heard this competition, I already have my argument, my own thoughts about this motion, that I agree with all reasons. But after I hear this competition, the opposition team make me rethink my my mind, rethink my thought. So yeah, because they can make me rethink my thought. So I choose the closing opposition team. I think they should win. And after that, number 4, the last question, which speakers the best one? I think that was the second speaker of the closing opposition team, because he says that the most, I think it was the most A minus statement that he gave is, no lessons actually make parenting better. It was the wow, why did he don't say it in the first place? So yeah, I think he should be the best one. So that's all about my summarize and about my answer about the question. So that's all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.